Why was there no breach of Tzimtzum Aleph there? Why was there no reception?
None of them wanted to receive in order to receive. How could it be?
Vessels that awakened, they want to receive.
Which?
Nehi Ovak, the vessels of Dalet.
That's a question. They want. Who's limiting them? That's already a different question. Who makes here, from these kelim, in these kelim, who does the restriction here? You're asking. That needs to be scrutinized. Bchina Dalet, which rises, just as here it is drawn, the Bchina Dalet rises to Bchina Bet and limits it. What kind of feeling of desires is there between them? One operates till Bchina Dalet, and the second till Bchina Bet. Meaning, Bchina Dalet, what does it say to Bchina Bet? I am capable of being in bestowal upon all the desires to receive, and you? And from that, Bchina Bet feels that Bchina Dalet is influencing her and awakens in her the will to receive. And then she restricts herself. Do you feel? Or?
So Bina restricts herself because she received what? Impression from Bchina Dalet?
There is in Bina Galgalta in Enaim, and there is in Bina Achab. And then she feels, the Bina feels that in her Achab she cannot bestow. She can't bestow. So if she can't bestow in her Achab, she restricts herself. She restricts it.
How does she keep the control? How can she restrict? How does she not go for...
What you're asking is, let's say the vessels of bestowal now feel that in them rises a desire to receive because they need kelim. So how do they, in that desire to receive that rises in them, how are they not capable of moving to receive in order to receive, but rather just restrict those kelim?
Right.
Because they're in bestowal. They're in the desire to bestow. They are filled with the desire to bestow with the light of Bina. They are filled with the light of Bina. So there's many questions here. So the light of Bina, can it always protect the desire to receive or not? Yes, well, that depends on where it comes from above Persa, below Persa. Below Persa, you see, the light of Bina cannot bestow anything. Other than that, it helps those kelim to protect themselves. It protects those kelim only through the Persa. Only by the Persa. Maybe I'm missing words here to enter your sensitivity into it. There's the beginning of the sharing here between Bina and Malchut, which, as Malchut begins to awaken Bina, she begins to differentiate in Bina the vessels of bestowal and the vessels of reception. Because Galgalta in Enaim, which we have, Galgalta in Enaim that we have in Bina, are true vessels of bestowal, and the Achab in Bina are vessels of reception of Bina, but these vessels of reception are not... It's not that they want to receive for the sake of themselves. These are kilim in which Bina receives in order to bestow to the lower one. By that she begot Zeranpin. Therefore, the moment Bchina Dalet feels here in the end of Galgalta, Bina Dalet feels that she's awakening. So here comes the question, in what manner does she restrict Bina? By Bina feeling that her vessels of reception are not allowed to be received from above through all the Partzufim and to give to Bina Dalet. She's not allowed to do this. She needs to restrict herself, therefore she restricts. These actions always go through Malchut of Ein Sof and upon the whole series of Partzufim. And the restriction here is a restriction that I won't be able to bestow. Nehi of Nekudot of Sag now cannot bestow. The whole of Nekudot of Sag is the Partzuf of bestowal, but here only in a small part of it. And when he goes through his all Partzuf to bestow, it shatters. Because it mixes with such kelim that it has no possibility to bestow upon. And by that, he already comes to the shattering. But from the shattering, when these vessels enter those, we can correct them so that it would have the possibility to bestow. It receives additional desires from Malchut, and those kelim of Bina receive the desires from the Malchut with the great lights, and that helps them correct to the extent in which the light will truly come to the end of Galgalta. Yes.